What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Broho Productions. It's your boy JP and Alma.
I am Alma.
I didn't know what to say. I think it was something catchy.
It's good, catchy. It's good. We are celebrating the return of our favorite Marvel series production. We have our homie Loki here with us today as we discuss the first two episodes of his second season.
Bravo, Marvel.
Without further ado, first episode, head over heels, amazing. So good. Not enough to say we're 2 weeks behind. Amazing.
I thought it was really great that we just literally, if you just watch the finale of season one, it quickly goes into
Picks up right into
the second season. So I really like that, and
JP and I are obsessed with. We got so much good Kang in the first episode. It was as if Kevin Feige saw our YouTube video, which we know he didn't, but it was as if he did. Put some seeds of possible thoughts in there. Now, here's the consensus. We liked the second episode of season two, but I would not consider it as good as the first one, and it was very interesting. Very interesting.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't as amazing as the first episode, but it's just a continuation of the story, you know. So I think you know, we're just getting into it, you know. Everybody in the first episode was caught up, you know, all the TVA high ranking officials, like they all understand what's going on and what just happened. And yeah, I mean, like us, we're just being caught up and then finding out, okay, now what's next? What's the real danger? Because as you all know, General Docs and her loyalists they bombed like a lot of timelines, and it calmed everything down. And but as we saw in the first, we were in the future with Loki, and it was exploding and everything was spaghettifying. So that's going to be very interesting by the end of the season. What events lead up to the spaghettification of the universe?
Why are you bringing in noodles from the Flash?
If you've seen the
You're calling it a spaghetti?
trailer, everything turns into spaghetti. But anyhow, we want to kind of, I don't know if Alma wants to take a little bit on the theories of the episode, but I think Alma needs to share a really cool theory about Spider-Man 2099.
So I don't claim this theory. I know that Blu-ray Angel talked about it. I don't know if he's the original source, but I thought it was very interesting. The idea that in Across the Spider-Verse, when we see Miguel O'Hara and Peter B. Parker trying to save that one universe, that Miguel O'Hara thinks that it was because you were messing with canon events. It would be very interesting, very different if when, what do you call her? I don't know her name very well.
General Docs.
General Docs is blowing up these other timelines, that it was actually the TVA, rogue TVA blowing up timelines and not the Spider-Verse messing with canon events. It'd be interesting. I like it. I don't want it to upset anything with the Spider-Verse, but I know that Marvel and Sony and everybody's trying to combine everything. So very interesting theory. Very interesting theory.
Yeah, I really like that. A lot of people have come out with some weird theories and some far-fetched theories. But uh, I like surprises. Um, and even if I hear one, it might be still a surprise if it like really
Actually
happens. But like this one, I'm gonna share it. It's like that'd be very cool. And hopefully in part two of Across the Spider-Verse, Miguel O'Hara snaps out of it and understands that you can change your future. And I won't go on a tangent about that.
Well, it's just there's a lot of Loki is just so well done
I
that
agree.
we don't know where they're going to take us, and that's why we're anticipating every Thursday the new episode. And people who catch things better than we do see things in the different episodes. JP asked me a good question while we were reviewing the episode on our own. I think there's something going on with Renslayer being kind of in the same time period as Victor Timely. I think there was some type of negotiation between her and Kang, and he is going to be used for that. I just don't know. Loki's just awesome. I love it's our favorite Marvel series production. Deals with the multiverse, deals with Kang, and I do want to say this. I don't know what happened to the exiled one at the end of Ant-Man and Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, whatever. You watch our video. You guys know how we feel. Um, I really don't want that Kang the Conqueror, to be gone, unless they're going to introduce us to the true Kang the Conqueror, and he was just a really weak variant. But I don't know how Marvel would do that. So I'm just hoping for Kang the Conqueror to come back, because the three other Kangs, while they may or may not be scary, they're not as scary as Kang the Conqueror. So I don't know what because you know this, JP knows this. Marvel doesn't follow everything in the comics. So we don't know what they're going to on the big screen, at least our big screen, not like the IMAX big screen, are going to do with the story.
I think I don't know, we disagree on this, but I think Victor Timely is a good benevolent Kang. And Anma thinks no way.
I don't think so.
But one theory that I want to get out there is it's funny in this last episode, Mobius says he wants to thank whoever pulled him out of his timeline. And there's theory that I think would be really cool if it was Loki. Loki in the future had to pull him out.
Save him or recruit him or
save him or something, or because I think it's weird when Mobius talks about like jet skis and stuff, but I think he's just like really happy what he's doing right now. I think he has a sense of purpose,
I wonder if jet skis weren't really that fulfilling.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. I don't know. Maybe he already knows his life he's lived and he just doesn't want to say, and just wants to live this life because he feels like he's doing more. He has a bigger purpose. He's making a bigger difference. I could go in a tangent about that.
Now, the question, how many times have their memories been wiped? Has Mobius met Kang? He was in the past when they had a bunch of Kang statues,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And that's the most interesting thing about this series. Past, present, and future really confusing. They're really confusing.
Yeah, because TVA, it supposedly doesn't exist and it falls outside of what we know as time. That another side note. I'm still fixated on this. I almost like moved on from this, but I love watching that machine that converts raw time into physical time. I don't know if there's anybody out there that can explain that to me.
Please, all you scientists, Albert Einstein's people's Tell us in the comments. What does that mean scientifically?
So it's actually it's a very interesting concept because like we can talk about dimensions, but like here's what I understand and how he who remains can fall outside of that. Um, like we live, uh, we are bounded by time. Um, so I guess if someone is not bounded by time, obviously that would make him very powerful. Um, and it's just I want to understand. I want to understand why time works differently in the TVA. But as we noticed, OB remembered Loki 400 years in the past because he was time slipping and he says he's seen that before and he knew exactly how to help him and he made something so the future version of him could survive. So it's really weird. I like really want to understand it because like does that just mean that the TVA is just it's another time entity space? You know, this whole multiple realities and the sacred timelines all very interesting. So that's all I gotta say.
I mean, we're invested, and like JP, we have these questions. This is like the coolest aspect of the MCU right now. And I'm glad that there's rumors that there's going to be postponing of specific bigger films because we need a little bit more time with the multiverse, especially with our limited understanding of the TVA and Loki's experience in the past, in the present, and in the future. And there's still, I mean, they don't keep everything they show in the trailer, but there's a lot still that's not been shown, not been understood. And what we only have 4 episodes left because it's a limited series.
Yeah, there's not gonna be a lot of episodes. Like I think we're gonna be halfway this week.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna pick up a lot of speed. I'm hoping episode 5 is the episode where episode 1 is doing some weird future stuff. And by the way, we didn't get to talk about this 2 weeks ago, but who's calling? Is that important or is that not important? You know the part where the phone is ringing and Loki's gonna go over to the.
that kind of gave me chills. I was like,
Is that like an important phone call or is that not?
And then who was behind him
I think it was Loki. I think it's Loki.
It's Loki.
Because he had it.
So the end of this series is gonna be really good. I have high hopes. I have high expectations. I know everybody says just set your expectations low so you're not disappointed. But honestly,
we have set too many high expectations.
I'm expecting good things from this show.
Yeah. And then the season finale, no idea. Because then we're gonna have a large amount of space before we get anything multiverse related. Can you guys believe that?
You know, this is probably going to be a chain of events that leads into Wolverine and Deadpool. What was the other one? Oh my gosh, it just like left my mind.
Doctor Strange.
Then the other Doctor Strange. And just all the way up to King Dynasty
and Secret Wars.
And Secret Wars. So it's gonna be legit.
It'd be awesome. That's really what we have to share with you guys, our excitement, our investment. Thursday can't come soon enough. Loki, Tom Hiddleston, Owen Wilson, everybody involved in
honestly
Loki.
Disney should just release all the episodes so we can all binge watch it and then keep rewatching it and rewatching it. Like bring those times again back. Like we don't need to sit and wait and have commercials.
I mean, it adds a little bit of anticipation. Wouldn't you want to have more anticipation than watch all of them and not have anything to watch the week after?
I don't know. I just really love to watch a 6 hour movie sometimes.
But yeah, we're excited. And we may disagree about how often the episode should arrive, but we will be there on Thursday. And hopefully we'll give you an episode 3 review sooner rather than later. And if anything else, we'll catch you next time.
So the next episode, roll it out.